Okay, so this will go through adding a page, and if we go to the page called Locations, okay, waiting for that. Let's see. Okay, we are on the Locations page, and then we scroll down, and all of these links here, these go to pages also. So if you click on Detroit Lakes, for example, you're on the page called Detroit Lakes. If you see up here, you see Locations, Detroit Lakes. Now you don't see Detroit Lakes up here. That's just because we don't have the page in the menu. Locations is a page all by itself, but that is in the menu. It's still a page. You can see it says Edit Page. But like we were on Detroit Lakes here, and so it still says Edit Page, so that means this is a page too. It's just not listed directly in the menu. Okay, so we can add pages and they don't have to end up here, but we need other ways to get to them, and this was how to get to the Detroit Lakes page. Okay, so so let's see. Let's take, for example, then this last one here. You've got Ogilvy or whatever. So that you've got the link for it, but you don't have a page yet. So what we need to do is, let's see what this, if you see in the bottom left here, it says, you know, the URL www dot and so on, locations, Ogilvy. So actually if we right click here and see, I don't know if you can see this, but whoops. If you right click, you can say copy link address, okay? Because we want the page to be, actually scratch that. Here's what we're going to do. We're just going to create a page with the name Ogilvy, okay? So new page. And it's Ogilvie. So Ogilvie. Okay. And then we want the parent to be locations. That's how these cities will work. We're not going to type anything into this yet. All we need is the header here and the locations thing. Now notice how the permanent link doesn't have locations in there yet, but when I click publish, it should put it in there because I chose the parent over here. See, so it says locations Ogilvy. Okay, all right, and now that page exists. That's all we had to do to add it. So let's go back to the page, the locations page again, right here, and if we click on Ogilvy, now the page exists, but we don't have anything in there except the heading. Okay. Now we're going to go into Page Builder. So we do that, and we happen to have a template for town pages for Zone 4. So I'm going to click on that. I'm going to use that. You get prompted for that, and that brings up, you know, the Malacca one, which is not Ogilvy, but a lot of stuff on here is as we want it to be. We just need to change it to Ogilvy. So first of all, we're just going to go in here, change that, change this. The number's still the same because it's Zone 4, and then you just got to read through every line here, every word. We provide, for instance, like cleaning services in the Ogilvy area. And we can see behind this little box I'm typing in, you can see that it changes as we change stuff here. Okay. If you live in or near Ogilvy. Okay, wherever we have the Malacca, we need to change to Ogilvy. Okay. Here it is again. And then, okay. Now here, this is information. I usually put a chamber website or city website here. So what we would need to do then is I'm just gonna go and take this whole line out here, and I'm going to type in Ogilvy MN. Now it's not a link yet. This is okay, except for this. We need to change this. Okay, but we need to have a link to this. So I go over to another tab and I search for Ogilvy MN. Okay, and I look for a chamber website or a city website. So sometimes I use this one, the city data thing, or maybe there is something similar to it. Let me see if I can just search for Chamber of Commerce. Oh, well, that's Mora. Okay, so Ogilvy doesn't have its own, I guess. But here's city. Okay, let's go back and look at, because we don't want to do just business or something. We want to go to a website that gives data about the city. And citydata.com, I suppose this is kind of a advertising one, but that might be okay. But let's see if we can find a better one. Just general information that someone would be interested in. You know, you could use the Wikipedia one. That wouldn't be bad. So there's Wikipedia for that. Since they don't have a chamber website and they don't really have a visitors website, so let's just highlight this, copy this link, and then we're going to go back here and I'm going to put a link on this. So I highlight this, click this, and then I'm going to right click and paste in that link I found from the Wikipedia site, and then I'm going to hit link options here and I'm going to say open in a new tab. Okay, and then update, and then if I move my cursor down here we'll see that there it is highlighted. And then I click save. Now we may want to also get rid of this picture. Yeah, actually it says Detroit Lakes, so for now we're just going to get rid of this picture. We'll probably put a different one in later. So you go here and you click that and remove the picture and hit save again. Okay, and then do the usual thing with the done, publish changes. Okay, so now I've just added a page for Ogilvy. So I go back to locations and click on Ogilvy, and we should have a page, and that's the one I just did. So make sure that all the Malacca stuff is off and the Ogilvy stuff is on there. All right, now let's just take a look one more time at the templates, because I went through that kind of fast. So I'm going to go to Page Builder, and if I click on templates, so these are the ones we have. We can add more. There's also other ones that are built in that you can use that are built into this system, but the ones that we've got, so I've got a couple for these are probably for zone 2. There's a zone 2 one and a zone 4 one. So the zone 2 really could be used for 1, 2, or 3 since they all have the same phone number, and then zone 4 is the only one with a different phone number. Okay, so you can use these templates when you build a page, and that's what we did, and it actually prompted us to do that when we first went into the page builder on this page. Okay, so I'm going to click done and discard changes because I didn't make any changes on this time. Okay, all right, I hope that's helpful.